Hey, it's Richie and Wes.
He's Richie.
And he's Wes.
And this is our show.
Trolling social media and asking our sex question of the week.
Whew, okay.
All right.
Good show.
It's already getting juicy.
Oh my god, yes. Our studio ghost is back to haunting us. Crossing over cable wires.
Right.
Mixing in wires that don't even belong to the equipment that we're using.
It was a shoestring 2 weeks ago.
It was?
Somehow, a literal shoestring was mixed in with our microphones.
How?
Like today is a random cable.
Yeah, today is.
What does that even go to?
This is like an old ass.
I'm like an iPhone 4? Like, what is that?
This is the old ass iPad that I used to have.
I'm like, it's like one of those like 35 pin chargers that they used to have.
The really wide one, the really fat one. I don't even know how many generations ago that is. Why do I even have this?
I don't know.
Where did that even come from? I'm telling you, it's a ghost.
It's a tech ghost.
Our computer is running hot.
But one constant it still remains. Marcel is still at the entrance of the studio guarding it.
Yep, that's what he does.
And by guard, we mean just sleeping. We could get robbed right now, and he's not doing anything.
Frenchies don't do that.
They don't.
No. They don't care.
They'll just grunt and shuffle around.
Mm-hmm. But if you're following us on social media at Richie and West, you're seeing just how cute they can be, despite the fact that he's totally inactive about 80% of the time.
That's like most of the thirst trap gays on Twitter.
Exactly. They're just
cute,
laying around.
But totally inactive.
Yeah. Doing a damn thing. This week we wanted to know about your hottest morning sex stories. And we'll thank Hyrule Commander again for reposting.
Yes.
And some really fun answers this week. Oh, your hair does look really cute. You said you just came from...
Oh, thank you. I'm like, huh? There's no product in it because I literally washed, conditioned, and then just went straight there. But yeah, I got the sides shaved back and I got my facial hair cleaned up because it was driving me fucking insane.
Yeah. Cute. Do you have them do your goatee and all that too?
Mm-hmm. It was a full beard, and I mean like a full beard.
Yeah.
Like, my hair grows fast. And I was like, get rid of this shit. It'll be back in 4 days anyway.
Last week, yeah.
Uh-huh. It was worse than that. The grays are starting to pop out.
Get a little cleanup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a little bit. So, yeah, I got sheared right before I got here.
Yes, well,
that was nice.
We're looking good and feeling good despite Studio Ghost disrupting every move.
A quick upfront.
Yeah.
From my favorite celebrity in the world. My mother. It was her birthday yesterday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Mama Brooke, who does not know about this podcast, nor will she ever. I'm still her baby in her head, and I wanted to keep it that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was her birthday yesterday. I was supposed to spend time with her. But this diva told me she was going to be down here at noon.
Okay.
Because she wanted to have brunch at my work.
Yeah.
I let her know that due to COVID, the hours have changed during the week, and we don't open till 4 p.m., and also I don't wake up till 2 p.m. So...
So first and second...
You think she'd say, oh, not a problem. Oh, no. My mother said, oh, no, that's not going to work. I'll just come down next week, because Coachella's been going on down here in Palm Springs area, and that's just going to be way too much traffic. And I'm not doing that on my birthday.
Okay.
So she said Coachella messed up her traffic plans. And she will not be traveling past 1 p.m. on her birthday. So we will do something next week or the week after for her birthday.
Hey, it's her birthday. Let her call the shots.
She's the diva. It's that's who raised me.
Good for her.
I was just cracked up that she even knew about Coachella. She's 60. I was all...
She knows what it is.
She was just like, oh, no, I'm not dealing with that. She's like, oh, no, and Easter traffic? Oh, absolutely not. Mm-hmm. I will not be traveling anytime past 1 p.m. from Palm Springs to L.A. I'm like, oh, excuse me, ma'am. Okay, well, you let me know when you're ready to have your festivities.
Right? Oh, gosh, that's going to make a really sad pivot to my upfront.
What?
Which is R.I.P. to both Seinfeld moms, Liz Sheridan and Estelle Harris, who passed away within a week of each other.
How did I miss this?
Yes, the two of the most famous TV moms. Although, honestly, if people don't remember Liz from that show Alf. Remember Alf?
Yeah. Do I remember Alf? Are you kidding me? Yes. I just actually...
Classic.
My favorite pastime is watching random, like, facts about random shit and shows on YouTube. And there was one on Alf and all the behind the scenes stuff and how they had to change the show very quickly because it wasn't very kid friendly at first with him eating cats and and drinking beer and smoking cigarettes. I mean, it was in season 1, but season 2 they had to revamp it because it was getting too popular for kids because they decided to do merch. Which, oddly enough, wasn't in their original plans.
No, they had the cartoon, they had the
Someone midway through season 1 was like, we need to start doing some merch, and the kids are going to buy the merch, so we have to make this show a little more kid-friendly. So no more eating the cats, no more smoking, no more him being an alcoholic.
I remember him trying to eat the cat.
He would try, and then they slowly phased it out.
Yeah.
Yes, but yeah. No, he was like trying to, he was microwaving the cat. He would talk about eating cats all the time in season 1. He constantly had a beer in his hand. He's my kind of alien.
So,
but yes, rest in peace.
Very sad up front, although what a life. What an amazing legacy for both of these
Exactly.
women. And I'm sure they are making God laugh.
Mm-hmm. And microwaving cats up in heaven.
Speaking of God.
Oh, God. We have a no religious clause in this show. Where is this going?
That's over now. After the lunatic Christians took over a plane at 50,000 feet and started singing their bullshit Christian evangelical.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
That is active terrorism.
I said I would open up the door and just let the pressure do its thing. And may God be with you. I would have been like, everyone stay in your seats, buckle your belts, because I'm about to open up this door and have these motherfuckers fly out of here.
That guitar would have been smashed over that motherfucker's head so fast. Are you kidding me?
My petty ass, I would have just acted like I was possessed, just to scare them.
Oh my God.
Literally would have acted like I was possessed.
Where was TSA? They needed to be tased. No fly list.
No.
What is it?
How is this even a thing?
First of all, we're always told, get out of people's faces. Why do you have to live your life, out in the daylight? And yet these assholes commandeer a plane.
Right.
To spread their...
With full-on instruments.
Right? So they can convert people. Talk about fucking... indoctrination.
God. I thought Jessie J was bad for doing that, but these guys... Remember when that happened?
Oh my God.
Jessie J just randomly started singing on a plane. I'm like, girl, what if I don't want to hear you singing? You have a great voice, but what if I'm trying to sleep on my fucking flight and your loud ass is there doing 1,000 riffs a minute? Sit the fuck down. This is not your concert.
No. You are in a shared space with other people.
Yes. This is not fucking Times Square. You're not a street performer. Sit the fuck down.
Yeah, what's wrong with these people? With these
lunatics. A lot. We don't have time for that.
And so proud of themselves.
Yes.
People will never see themselves as the bad guy.
I'm good.
Okay. First of all, he is fine as hell, but MSNBC analyst Malcolm Nance put down his microphone.
Hold on, I am Googling. You said fine as hell, so you know I gotta Google. Malcolm Nance?
Yes.
Okay.
He put down his microphone in the Ukraine.
Oh yeah, he's sexy.
And joined the fighting forces against Russia.
Damn!
Instead of reporting on what was going on, he felt he could not, and he's also a former military. He felt that he would be better served in the ranks.
Goddamn.
Okay, that also tells you what kind of fucked up shit is really going on over there.
Right?
If you could seriously drop your microphone and pick up a gun. What? Right? That does not sound...
That is scary as hell.
Do you know what I mean?
But also hot.
I mean, hot.
You know, it wouldn't have been me.
Good for him.
I would drop my mic and hit somewhere.
Right?
But good for him. That is commendable.
There are heroes out there.
He is one of them. My God, that's so wild. I did not expect that going that direction. I thought they were going to say he dropped his mic and then went on a rant or something. I'm like, oh, no. He dropped his mic and
he said, I am
went on a
I'm not going to be reporting the news anymore. I'm going to be fighting in the front lines.
Good for him. Hope he's safe.
I hope so, too.
Hopefully he gets home.
Keep you updated. Oof. Yeah. And lastly, up front, in why? Okay, first of all, do you remember a few years ago when Notre Dame Cathedral caught on fire?
Yes.
And it was this big whole thing, and now they've been cleaning it up, and they're still cleaning it up and doing, repairing it and all the stuff. Well, of course, that is a very, very old cathedral, and just like many museums where, like, a lot of times in museums, they'll go to move something and discover something that's been thought lost for 30 years or whatever, because they just have so much shit. Well, guess what they found?
What?
A mysterious leaden sarcophagus that was discovered in the bowels of the Paris Notre Dame Cathedral.
What the hell?
Will soon be opened.
We talk about this so much. Leave shit alone.
Leave it there. Leave it fucking there. Cement over top of it. We don't need to know.
No, I'm good. Ignorance is complete bliss for me, and I think that some things need to just be left the fuck alone. We already have a fucking tech ghost in the fucking studio. I don't need any zombie mummies popping over here.
No.
But also, come on the show. Tell us. That's about how it was back in the day. Let's get into it. All right, buddy. What do you have up first?
Who are we cutting up first? You know what? I actually, as much shade as we throw at Coachella, including your own mother, I did not realize the extent of the deaf interpreters at the festival.
Oh, yes.
How they have hired people who are like masters of this whole craft who spend sometimes months studying this material so that they can do these interpretations.
Did you see the one for WAP?
Yeah.
Please tell me you did.
Yeah.
That went viral like over the... Yeah.
Well, they kind of have to make stuff up too because there's a lot of slang.
Exactly. And they're all dancing and grooving while they're doing it. It's great.
Yes. And Coachella has been one of the forefront in having that.
Yeah. I've never gone.
Oh, well. I just don't. Maybe I just didn't notice, but I don't remember.
Peeing in porta potties does not sound appealing. People around me sweating in the desert, and I have to smell their body. No, I'm good.
It's hot as fuck, dry as fuck.
Yeah, I'm totally fine.
The grass is really fine, and it's like grass and dirt all over you.
I'm good. No, I'm just... But you know what I am a fan of? Lizzo.
Yeah.
She hosted and was a musical guest.
And introduced herself.
And which is a first ever in SNL history where a host introduced themselves as a musical artist. And good for fucking her. Her monologue was great. She's already naturally hilarious. Her mom was there, and she introduced her the second time, which I thought was very adorable.
That's very cute. Yes, I think Lizzo has it all going for her. She is someone who has complete control of who she, at least from what we see. I'm sure she has, I don't know if she's shared this too, like I'm sure she has like her down days or whatever, but she seems to really have control of who she is. She seems to be a very positive person and someone who is just upbeat and just it radiates from her, and it's
extremely talented,
infectious.
She's a band nerd that plays the flute, which I think is great.
Yes, she loves what she.
I remember when people used to be like, she's not really playing the flute, that's like a gimmick. And she's like, why the fuck would I pretend to play the fucking flute? How nerdy is fucking that? Like, seriously, she's like... So what sense does that make? If I'm going to pretend to do something, you won't be playing the fucking flute. Why would it be
flute? Like pulling out the band geek card? Like, oh yeah, that makes you cool. Yes.
I left her little end of the monologue saying, you know what? Dreams can come true. you should all love yourselves. Anyone can do it. She's all, and I'm living proof. I was just living in my car a few years ago, and now I'm hosting SNL. So good for fucking her.
I lived in my car when I first moved to LA.
Really? Everyone has that story. Really? I don't. But it fascinates me when
It's only for a couple weeks because I knew, like, I had some things lined up, just not quite timed out right. And yeah, that's what I had to do.
That's always just so fascinating to me.
Yeah, it was.
Which happens.
Yeah.
It happens to a lot of people, and not only because some people don't have.
My experience, I don't feel was because it's like I was able to come here right away, and like I got a job right away, and I was also able to just shower at like a gym or whatever. So it wasn't like I didn't have the means to what have you, and I did get an apartment a few weeks later. Yeah, it just. I didn't have... No, actually, I stayed with a friend. That's what it was. They were out of town. So I just basically had to wait for them to come back into town. And... Because like I said, it was ill-timed on my part. But, so I don't feel like my experience is quite like hers or a lot of other people's because it was just sort of this overlap. Yeah. Where it was like, okay, I do not have the money to stay at a hotel.
Yeah, because that's expensive as it is.
Yeah. But... I have my car.
And there you go.
And so, yeah, I made do. But it certainly gave me a newfound respect for people who do have to live their life on the streets. Just thinking like, okay, if I'm, like I said, I got a job right away. Yeah. But obviously I have to have pressed clothes and I have to be showered.
Exactly. And at least you had, really a roof over your head, like.
Right. So, I have my car.
Yeah. That's shelter. It really is.
And if you hook up with the right guys and use their bathrooms.
I'm done. Making it work.
You gotta make it work. And speaking of work.
What, Kim?
Get off your ass.
I'm like, what, Kim? What now?
Work. Because Blac Chyna is suing your ass.
Yes, I read a little bit of that. But I didn't read. I heard there's some digs, though.
Oh... Wow, the jury selection was fucking wild. So, the process unfolded, and the group who was in court had to listen to comments from prospective jurors that included sentiments like, I hope none of these people get any wealthier because of this situation. And it's more money for their pockets and less for us. Which I don't even know what that means.
What? That doesn't mean anything. That's not how it works.
And the overall sentiment
Unless they're like a competing reality star. I don't know how that would be.
They shouldn't be getting any money. Do these sound like people who want to be on a jury? No.
Not at all.
I am not sure I would be fair to them, one woman said. That clearly sounds like someone who's like, look, I'm crazy.
Right.
And I probably can't be on a jury. Like, they're trying to get out of this shit.
I don't blame them.
Although someone did come to their defense and said that they've watched their shows and they're a pretty big fan and they don't think they could be unbiased.
That's fair.
That's fair enough, but also someone who doesn't even want to be on the jury to help them in any way. Another juror said she would probably lean toward the side of defendants and doesn't want to waste anyone's time. A male juror, this is very inappropriate, but this male juror apparently decided he was going to lean into the sex tape angle at getting out of being a juror because he said having to look at Kim Kardashian would only disrupt his concentration.
Oh, jeez.
I'm going to be replaying the sex tape in my head and probably not paying attention very closely. The judge actually had to cut him off at some point and said they got it.
That sounds gross.
So there is your jury selection.
Straight men are
for
disgusting.
This idiotic, disgusting... Why... And here's the thing. This is probably the most interesting thing that they could actually cover on their Hulu show. And you know they will not be mentioning this whatsoever. Meanwhile, it does sound like Blac Chyna has a pretty decent case against the family.
Yeah, didn't they, she's claiming that they blacklisted her
they would have her over or tell her that she was still involved in the show and then tell the crew not to film her. There was also supposed to be a season 2 of her show with Rob, which I totally forgot there was even a season 1.
I totally did as well.
And after all these allegations came out, they decided not to go along with it. I think the Kardashians might have pulled some last-minute bullshit. And then they went to Hulu anyway.
Right? So how petty was that, really, though? Cardi B has another win against that vlogger, Tasha K. She currently already owes her $4 million in this lawsuit where she made up a bunch of horrible things about her having STIs and...
Why did this never happen to Perez Hilton?
Seriously.
Anyway. Continue.
Exactly.
At least there's some justice now.
Right. But she just had another win to where Tasha has to remove any video of her mentioning anything negatively regarding her. Which, mind you, this dumb hoe wouldn't be in this position had she just listened to the cease and desist letters to begin with and removed the fucking videos. Pride and delusion are a hell of a drug. That blows my mind. You run a YouTube page.
Right.
You click, you hit delete. And that's all Cardi B was asking you. Was to delete these videos because you were saying, which you admitted to, lying about all this shit. So it's not like you had a ground to stand on.
She still wanted the...
She wanted the click, she wanted the money, and she wanted her pride. Now she still has to delete all these videos, but she owes her $4 million now. That she does not have. Makes no sense to me.
Girl.
If I'm going up against a heavyweight A-list artist...
You done did yourself wrong.
And I know I'm in the wrong.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
We talk shit on this show, but we don't just make shit up.
And we also use the words allegedly for a fucking reason.
Right.
The pride of some people, the ego, is what drives so many people to getting fucked. And you knew you lied. That's the thing.
I know she admitted to it, but a lot of people, do they believe their lie? Do they know?
I think they do.
Lying?
I
know they're full of shit.
I think they do. Well, I think it's more a narcissistic trait. You believe your audience is going to believe you, and that's going to create truth out there.
Or your opinion is true.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I'm like, well, when you're giving a medical diagnosis about someone, that's a whole different situation. I'm like, and against Cardi B, if anything, she has her flaws, but she's been open and honest about everything regarding her, even if it puts her in a horrible light, which a lot of it has. I mean...
Yeah, like drugging men and taking their...
Yes!
Yeah.
She admitted to this. Like, she put that out there herself. She could have not said anything about that whatsoever, but...
It's probably what I would have...
exactly.
But, yes,
but
she has certainly been very forthcoming with herself, and you'd think if she had anything else to share,
she'd probably spin that into a fucking endorsement for some chlamydia fucking
the purple pill by Cardi B.
I mean, seriously, come on.
Girl.
She would have put all this stuff out there herself, I believe. Because she already has for a lot of things. Hell, the other day, someone posted a video of her beating someone up because a girl, and this is back before she was Cardi B. This is when she was stripping at the strip club. And she told a story one day about how she beat some girl's ass because she was in her purse stealing her tips. Someone found the video and posted it. And she retweeted it and said, now how the fuck did y'all find this video? I haven't even seen this. She doesn't give a shit. Cardi B is the epitome of stars. They're just like us. Because she literally is someone who just came and still remains someone that is extremely just normal and relatable. So why would you make up some shit about her? Because she would have told everyone already if that were the case. Beyonce would have had that video scrubbed.
Okay.
And that person who reposted it fucking assassinated. And no one... Meanwhile, Cardi B is retweeting it. But now how the fuck did y'all find this video? Have you heard of the documentary Our Father?
No.
Get ready for it.
Oh, God.
It's coming out on Netflix, I believe. One of those fucking streaming services. Either them or Hulu.
Which, by the way, just lost over 200,000 followers. Mm-hmm. Or subscribers.
Yep. This fucking fertility doctor.
Oh, yes. I think I know this story.
Impregnated. Mm-hmm. I think it was like...
Oh, many.
Like...
Yeah.
I can't remember what the number was.
A lot.
It was like 100 women.
It's a fucking lot.
And these people did a 23andMe DNA test, and all these matches kept popping up, all within like a 15-mile radius.
Yeah, he was giving his own samples or something.
Yes, instead of the people that they were requesting. Mm-hmm. And they all were blonde-haired and blue-eyed and looked alike. And so these people now were like, have I dated someone that has my DNA? Like, we're all in such a small...
Right. Oh, my God. So
have I seen them? Are they my friends?
This was a while ago. So
yeah, but now there's a full-on actual documentary. Yes, and they're all adults.
That I will watch.
Yes.
Yeah. Fuck. I never finished Bad Vegan or whatever.
Oh, I did. It was...
With the...
yeah.
Immortal dog.
Yes.
She was too crazy for me.
Talk about a narcissist.
Yes, but not only that. And look, I feel for you, girl. I've had mental health issues too. But the fact that she was just so casually go along with certain things, like seriously, sure, like let's get married,
and never ever took any kind of accountability for fucking over your staff twice.
She never took accountability.
It was all me. I was a victim, and he was controlling, and he was doing this.
Right. It was always like. And then the wind blew me this way. Like, girl. Yeah, I just couldn't with her.
Not the staff. I just love the reaction of the staff.
Oh, the staff was...
I'm sorry, what? Immortal dogs?
They were the best.
Huh? What? No, I haven't heard this one yet. What is this?
Yeah.
They're talking about how they didn't get paid. They didn't know that all this other bullshit was going on.
Mm-mm. Okay, well, speaking of documentaries and such, do you remember, I know you do, back when the internet was still fairly fresh, there was a project called the Blair Witch Project.
Yes, I do.
Which launched a website of these 3 filmmakers who were going to investigate the Blair Witch in the woods. And then their found footage was released, and all of this was purported to essentially, because trickery wasn't quite new yet on the internet.
Exactly. The internet was like...
Everyone just thought this was real.
Yes, and they made it seem very convincing.
Because none of the actors were
articles.
The actors were all independent, so no one was... And they also hid the actors during the release of the movie. They didn't do any press.
Nope.
It was all internet.
And things would link to each other on... It was the first viral internet campaign.
Oh my God, it was brilliant.
And it was.
It was fucking brilliant. The use of the internet, especially at that time, where it was just new enough where people just presumed this must be real.
And also they did so many web pages and so many newspaper articles and what it was like, and there's no way to trace it.
Never mind how many how much motion sickness I got actually watching the film. Horrific.
Well, and the cast, who they basically tortured.
They did.
They gave them no script. Most of it was improvised.
Most of the movie was real in the essence that they took these kids out to the woods, and then at night
they would fucking terrify them. And they didn't know what was going on. They didn't even know what the premise was. They really did. I think they lied and said that it was just about a camping trip or something like that. They didn't tell them about any kind of witch until I think halfway through when they mentioned it, and they spliced it in.
So, given that, they want to do a Blair Witch reboot.
They've already done one already.
They have. The last one, I think, was in 2016. Which
actually...
That was a good one.
Yeah, I actually liked it.
Yeah.
We're gonna forget about Book of Shadows. That was a sequel, but that was a mess.
But the last one...
There was no Book of Shadows in that movie, by the way.
No.
Where that title came from is...
I don't know. So yeah, I don't know how it's the one horror franchise that, like I said, even though the last one was good, can they reboot it?
I don't
Can
know.
they remake it?
I don't know how much I want to see. Like I was satisfied with the last movie, and I was fine with it.
Well, that's always how it ends up.
Because Book of Shadows was a piece of shit, which I guess was more studio interference than anything else.
That's what always happens.
Mm-hmm. Have you seen the Angeline Fool trailer?
The what?
Angeline. Our beloved Angeline.
Oh my god.
The full trailer.
Right.
Remember we had the teaser trailer before.
They're making a...
Yes, with Amy Rossum.
Full ass movie about Angeline.
It comes out in a month.
Who is a Los Angeles character.
Yes.
Parody. Celebrity. I don't even
All
know.
the above, really.
Billboard queen.
Yes, definitely that.
Claim to fame is appearing on giant billboards with her.
She was the first being famous for being famous.
She was basically just a model with huge tits who was on all these billboards, like bending over the billboard and giving you all the cleavage.
And it was just her name.
Her name and a phone number. And then you could join her fan club.
The trailer looks amazing.
I'm sure it is because she's fucking insane.
Yes. Oh, and it captured all of that in the best way possible. We're not gonna. I will show it in between segments.
Google along. Yes. Watch it. This woman. Okay, so it must be a fascinating story because the only reason she had billboard money was because her manager was some rich, eccentric dude.
Mm-hmm.
And for a while, she was like living in this giant mansion, but then also she had an office that was kind of like a broom closet at a nail salon. And then she also had like her trajectory has run her into some interesting places. She's had that car forever because she did this deal.
Oh, she has a new one now.
That's right. She had that old one, remember?
Yeah, she had the whole Corvette
taped together.
Yes.
Because she did this deal with this Corvette. She was on a billboard with a Corvette, and so she got a Corvette, but then had that Corvette for 20 years, taped it together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what a wild ride. She got a new Corvette?
Yes.
Who gave her a new car?
I don't know. Maybe the money from this fucking development deal. I have no idea.
Well, because the reason it was taped up was because she would crash into people and then run away.
Yes. And then she was selling one of them because she had two. Okay. Yeah, she was selling one.
Oh, she would sell T-shirts off the back of her car.
Oh, yes. Yeah. No, but I wonder who bought that car.
Y'all don't understand. She would pull up. Imagine you're in West Hollywood. You are sitting at Starbucks, which in and of itself in West Hollywood, if you don't live here, is a whole fucking scene. But you're on Santa Monica Boulevard. Mm-hmm. You're at Starbucks, and a pink fucking Corvette,
hot pink,
pulls
just
up. And out of this Corvette
comes a living Barbie doll,
basically. Living Barbie doll who is popping open her trunk to sell T-shirts and allow people to take selfies with her for $20.
Oh, yeah, the sex question of the week.
We wanted to know your hottest morning sex story.
Okay, let's see what we got.
Start here. Yeah.
Love when a wet slab of morning wood slides in only using pre-cum as lube.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why I got into like Samantha, like Sex and the City voice for that, but
that's just a general appreciation of morning sex. But all right,
we aren't morning people, so forget about it.
Ooh.
Well, damn.
Okay.
Every morning where my boyfriend is in the mood, or when my boyfriend's in the mood, and wakes me up with this tool in my mouth.
Oh.
All right.
That's quite an alarm clock.
It is, but also kind of dangerous. Like, what if you, are dreaming and, you bite down? As we couldn't finish at night, he was horny as fuck. Woke up at 4, sucked my dick, ride it for an hour, amazing. This is not me misreading, by the way. Some of these just have typos. I'm trying to correct them as I go along.
I also feel like that one's somehow out of order, but I get the picture.
Yes.
It happened. That's definitely a good cause.
You get the meat of it, pun intended.
Sex is, you don't quite finish the night. before.
Yeah, so
okay.
you know.
Yeah.
The sequel happens
You
a few hours later.
Start. Yeah.
There you go. I like it. Goals.
Mm-hmm.
His smooth, peach emoji.
Mm.
Another typo. Did a peekaboo in the sheets thing. Ate him till he blew. Hands free.
Oh.
All right.
That's quite an accomplishment.
That is. Yeah.
That must be quite a tongue.
Good for you. Say this.
Yeah. We don't reveal the names, but we can see them.
Right. One says none. I hate morning sex. I'm like, oh, shit, okay.
Okay, wow. That's a no.
Woken up in a bed with 3 other guys. No memories of the night, but empty box of 24 condoms and a fucking pain in the ass for me and one other guy. We decided to make it some new memory, though. But that's not morning sex. That was like night sex and waking up.
After.
Yeah. There's always someone that doesn't get the assignment. It's okay.
We have a good time.
Look at this person. How nice. Thank you, person, who I won't reveal your name, but they put a 1 of 2 and then a 2 of 2.
So smart.
Look at...
Y'all...
Could you come on the show?
Yeah.
My favorite, in all caps, time to have sex. Literally anytime, start sucking me or sitting on my cock to wake me up.
Ooh.
All right.
All right. Well, that's definitely giving permission, for sure. See, this one I feel is cut off. This is the entire... Oh, wait. 2, 1, 2... Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. 1. This is why Instagram pisses me off. 1. I had a hookup come over and suck a load out. He spent the night and woke me up. 2. In the middle of the night to do it again. Then we got up in the morning and showered. And he jerked me off. So I got off like 3 times in 8 hours.
Good for y'all!
My favorite, or the hottest time for me was waking up with a dick in my mouth and a tongue in my ass before getting banged by 2 dads.
Oh my, okay.
Yes. Oh wow. There's a lot of responses. Y'all came through on this
Yes. Not hot, but my...
Immediately...
Right. I'm like, what? Now I'm afraid to read. I'm scarred.
You did not follow the directions, and also you're telling Richie Rich it's not hot.
Oh,
he's going to have flashbacks.
I am like, oh man. No, the other one didn't even say that. I wish they would have said not hot.
They would have warned you.
Oh, God.
Prior to, oh my God. If you all recall a few episodes ago, Richie Rich is still scarred.
I really am. I need therapy.
Gold mining comment.
Oof. Okay, not hot, but my ex tried it once with me, and I woke up in bed in a bad mood, so it was not a vibe.
Oh.
Someone said when they leave. What does that mean?
Like when they leave?
Oh, stop it. Love when oh wait, that's the same one. Oh yeah, we're going into the ones that we read at the top. Okay. Yeah, they're in weird order. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, they're in a very weird order.
There we go.
All right, let's see what we got at Richie with a Y and Wes, because of course that's where we post the question every week. There might be some new ones.
And if you're looking or wondering why we're saying with a Y, it's because we have some people with our name that have an IE.
Yeah, who are they?
Remember that weird twink?
Yes,
first of all,
Richie,
on Patreon.
Richie IE. Who stole all of our Patreon subscribers.
Right, this bitch. I'm like, what is this?
I ended up... Okay, this is someone at Richie with a Y and Wes. Okay, this guy says, I hooked up with a guy in my hotel after I checked out. But we ended up becoming long-distance friends.
Okay, cute.
That's a very gay story. I feel like sex first and then friendship later.
I like it.
I woke up to the guy next to me getting blown. And then when he was done, the guy rolled over and did me. Okay.
He used to hook up regularly at 6 a.m. with an attorney in his office.
Oh, that's early.
That's early, but hot, but also early.
Yeah, that's very early.
Wish to have that.
It'll happen for you.
Military threesome.
Details are scant.
You know.
But they are up early in the military, though.
They are, so we'll take it.
All right.
Yeah.
So... Richie Rich, what about you?
My mornings are very different than everyone else's.
Your mornings are like 2 p.m.
Literally. If not a little bit later. this now involves the guy I'm talking to, again, for the second week in a row. Had you asked me this a month and a half ago, I would have said, no, I'm not really a morning sex person because I don't like being waking up in the morning and whatnot.
Yeah.
But he works in the same field as me, so we'll wake up, like, randomly at, like, 9, 10 in the morning. And he just has a habit of just, I feel, hands guiding something somewhere. Mm-hmm. And things will get started.
Yeah.
And things will get finished, and then we'll resume sleep.
Yes, that's the best.
So yes, I am now a morning sex person.
Yeah, definitely the best part would be going back to sleep afterwards. I always think it's hot too, or if you're sleeping over with someone or they're over or whatever, it's just randomly waking up in the middle of the night.
Yes.
And having sex and then going back to sleep. For sure. It's a great way to start the day.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Absolutely. Sometimes it just wakes you right up. You're ready to go. It's like
he's been sending me off to work lately that way, and I'm not mad at it.
You know what? I'll go back in time for this. And I will say I had an ex of mine who we lived close, but we couldn't see each other every day because we were in college.
Okay.
So I would just stay over with him, like on the weekends and stuff.
Yeah.
So we would always make the most of our opportunities.
Okay.
Yeah. Usually getting up in the morning was, I mean, we were both up anyways. Morning wood. So we would, and I don't know what it is, but I will have times to this day where I will wake up, pop awake, 3 or 4 a.m. And I do not have to pee. I have a raging heart on, and the only way I can possibly go back to sleep is to get off.
There you go.
Maybe that's what started it. I don't know. But yes, so definitely we had some very hot times where, because he was actually like, where I lived on campus, he was like cool and had an apartment off campus.
Oh, he's one of those.
Right. So we could actually stay over at his apartment in his room and just fuck all weekend. And that
sounds amazing.
What we did. So
I'm not mad at
it. Yeah. He and I had a really good chemistry. Our bodies just fit together really well. You know, that kind of like bone crushing, like melting into someone.
Yes. Love it.
Ugh. Yes.
Love it.
So, morning sex can definitely be hot. At this point, though, I don't want anybody sleeping over. If there's a ring going on my finger, I'm getting a house. We're each going to have our own bedroom. Call me and make an appointment because
again, we're dating ourselves.
You know what? That's fine.
It's called being wiser.
Do you know what I looked up today?
Folding into what you like.
Do you know what I looked up today? Is even though we're very similar in age, technically you are a millennial.
I know.
And I'm Gen X, which everyone has forgotten about.
I know, which is so weird.
You're literally the forgotten generation, which was our whole thing all along because we were always left alone.
Yes.
That's why we're so independent and like we created all these things. We're very like do it yourself because our parents were gone because they were working so hard. And everyone always forgot about us. Anyway, so we're from different...
I know, we're different generations.
At least no one's blaming me for shit, so...
It's fine. Everyone's blaming me for everything, so here we are.
All right, everybody. Thanks for listening. Be sure to check out our sponsors and our show notes and save some money by using our coupon codes. Until next time,
goodbye.
Bye.